The motto for the Gemini full moon on December 4th at 11:14 p.m. Universal time is align reason and intuition with your feelings and keep a cool head during heated debates. This full moon offers a good opportunity to express feelings clearly and distinctly. The moon in Gemini is opposite the sun in Sagittarius. This promotes confident communication, openness, and sociability. The sign Gemini brings communication, versatility, and mental agility, while the sign Sagittarius provides enthusiasm, a love of adventure, and self-confidence. With the full moon, it becomes clear to what extent the new moon appointment from the 20th of November has already been fulfilled. The cosmic timing reveals what progress has been made in replanning the future and what partial successes have already been achieved along the way. The conclusion is, we are still on the way to the goal. The direction and the chances of success are already clearly visible, but it is still too early to conclude successfully and celebrate. The interpretation arises from the fact that Mercury, which rules the Gemini moon sign, is moving directly in Scorpio towards the new moon position in Scorpio, but has not yet reached it. Mercury is in conjunction with the moon goddess Lilith, and together with the Neptune-Saturn conjunction in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer, forms a close success triangle in the water signs. This advantageous configuration in the water signs signifies emotional support for a thorough and careful processing that takes all facts into account. As Saturn is direct again, symbolizing emotional maturity and intuitive discipline. Jupiter in Cancer and Neptune in Pisces are retrograde, providing intuitive insights. The harmonious trine aspect between Mercury in Scorpio and Saturn in Pisces suggests that a precisely defined, research-based needs assessment for further strategic measures is already in place. This implies that at least the phase of self-reflection is complete and the underlying needs for planning have been clarified. This statement is, as always in astrology, applicable to both the individual and the collective sphere. Mars, which rules the sign Scorpio, in which Mercury is located, is in conjunction with the Sun and Venus in the sign Sagittarius and is opposite the Gemini moon. Notably, the goddess of luck Venus is approaching the conjunction with the Sun, while Mars has already passed the conjunction and is moving forward. The fiery Sagittarius energy of Mars can lead to excessive reactions and heated debates, which would certainly not be conducive to further communication. Mars in the sign Sagittarius can, due to its spontaneous nature, lead to hasty decisions. Hasty and imprecisely planned actions are, however, significantly slowed down or even nullified by the Sun in Sagittarius square to the ascending moon's node in Pisces, as well as by Mars in Sagittarius approaching a square to Saturn in Pisces. Excess Sagittarius energy will, at best, dissipate without result, and at worst, lead to painful defense mechanisms when it clashes with the strict universal laws of Saturn in Pisces. It is therefore of utmost importance to act with the greatest care and prudence and to maintain patience. The current time is not suitable for the rapid implementation of visionary concepts. In discussions, it is essential to remain calm and composed. All involved parties must be included in the considerations. In the physical realm, there is an increased risk of severe acute infections, particularly in connection with seasonal respiratory illnesses such as influenza or COVID-19. The re-emergence of these infectious viruses is highly probable under the current astrological configurations, particularly the opposition of the Moon in Gemini to the Sun-Mars conjunction in Sagittarius and the square to the ascending lunar node in Pisces. Therefore, utmost caution is advised. In tropical climates during the winter months due to the rainy season, there is an increased risk of infection from mosquito bites, which can lead to illnesses such as malaria. This year too, the risk of infection in tropical regions is considered particularly high due to the overall astrological picture, especially in the absence of adequate protection. Now we move from the hot-blooded Mars in Sagittarius to the adventurous Venus also in Sagittarius. Venus forms a harmonious sextile aspect with Pluto in Aquarius, thus favoring the transformation of partnerships towards greater honesty and openness. Venus in Sagittarius places great importance on fairness and seeks personal freedom within a relationship, while also aiming for spiritual and philosophical development together with the partner. For individuals with Venus in the sign of Sagittarius in their natal chart, joy of life and a love of adventure are essential elements of a romantic partnership. The prevailing cosmic energy therefore supports the transformation and further development of partnerships that are conducted on equal terms. Venus in the sign of Sagittarius also indicates fortunate coincidences and suggests financial improvements, provided one does not show excessive greed and trusts their intuition. The auspicious aspect of Venus in Sagittarius in sextile with Pluto in Aquarius also intensifies the desire for immediate gratification of personal wishes and can lead to attempts to control or manipulate others to achieve desired goals. In a positive sense, the constellation of Venus in Sagittarius in sextile with Pluto in Aquarius grants extraordinary powers that, based on true love, are capable of overcoming all external obstacles and internal blockages. The Sabian symbol for the zodiac degree in which the moon is located in the sign of Gemini reads, "Two people communicate telepathically and bridge spatial distance and social differences." This form of empathy, which in the optimal case extends to telepathic communication, teaches us to optimize our own sensors to establish resonance with others. The quality of time is favorable for the development and expansion of this innate human ability. Spiritually, this Gemini full moon is about expanding consciousness and raising the collective level of awareness.